metallic corridor, fighting a highly advanced technological brutal war. My cybernetic implants glow in a dangerous bright red, uploading the combat sequence directly into my head. Hacking the mainframe to disable the security drone, operating independently in this hostile combat zone. Sparks raining down from the shattered ceiling light, navigating the battlefield with artificial sight.
Commander of the resistance, holding the front line, defending the territory by an intricate design, charging the plasma batteries to maximum capacity, fighting the artificial intelligence with ferocity. Subwoofers weaponized to emit a localized shock, shattering the heavily reinforced titanium lock. We are the glitch inside the perfect logical code, walking down this highly explosive dangerous road. Voltage increasing, the meters are reading extreme, waking up violently from the simulated dream, overloading the circuitry, watching the system fry, refusing to surrender, refusing to ever comply, battling fiercely inside the electric trench, ignoring the burning terrible chemical stench. A high frequency warfare, testing our ultimate might, illuminating the darkness with a terrifying light. Electric trench where the gigabytes violently clash, turning the robotic empire into absolute trash. Deploying the electromagnetic devastating pulse, sensing the enemy, calculating our sudden results. The base frequency acts as a heavily armored tank, crushing the enemy soldiers in their metallic rank. Wire cutters snapping the optical fiber cables, turning the entirely rigged disadvantageous tables. Megahertz screaming loudly through the atmosphere, eradicating any lingering biological fear. Rerouting the power grid to overload the core, demanding absolutely unconditionally so much more. My keyboard is a weapon, my fingers are the ammunition, fulfilling the terrifying revolutionary mission. Static electricity making my hair stand up straight, approaching the terrifying final boss gate, synthesizing a virus to permanently delete their files, leaving them ruined across 1,000 miles. Voltage increasing, the meters are reading extreme, waking up violently from the simulated dream, overloading the circuitry, watching the system fry, refusing to surrender, refusing to ever comply, battling fiercely inside the electric trench, ignoring the burning terrible chemical stench. A high frequency warfare, testing our ultimate might, illuminating the darkness with a terrifying light. Electric trench where the gigabytes
glass botanical dome, leaving the cold, unforgiving city to find a new home. Condensation dripping from the gigantic fern leaves, a spectacular environment that my spirit receives. Orchids blooming brilliantly in the artificial moonlight, creating an absolutely stunning, colorful sight. Taking off my sandals to feel the damp, rich soil, escaping entirely from the metropolitan turmoil.
Hey, the humidity is rising inside this giant terrarium, a beautifully preserved botanical aquarium. We cultivate the rhythm underneath the glass ceiling, experiencing a completely natural euphoric feeling. The bass frequency makes the massive palm trees shake, a magnificent vibration that we successfully make. Roots digging deeply into the cultivated dark dirt, healing every single accumulated psychological hurt. The temperature is perfectly regulated in this space, a highly secretive, beautifully overgrown place. Flora and fauna responding to the heavy dub beat, creating an undeniable, exceptionally sticky heat. Dancing wildly upon the tropical floor, opening up a leafy, magnificent green door. A jungle oasis hidden completely out of sight, celebrating nature throughout the entire night. Tropical floor, a greenhouse of pure perfection, a spectacular, biological deep connection. Vines wrapping securely around the steel structural beams, fulfilling the most ambitious agricultural dreams. The subwoofer is disguised as a hollowed out log, pumping the music through the thick artificial fog. We are the gardeners of the auditory heavy sound, planting the musical seeds deeply into the ground. The canopy catches the echoes bouncing from below, watching the bioluminescent mushrooms softly glow.
Petals opening up to receive the acoustic vibration, a beautifully localized environmental salvation. My dress sweeps across the mossy emerald green, the most magnificent garden I have ever seen. Oxygen levels are incredibly, exceptionally high. Looking through the glass at the distant starry sky, we are dancing in a perfectly sealed ecosystem, extracting the beauty from the complex plant stem. The temperature is perfectly regulated in this space, a highly secretive, beautifully overgrown place. Flora and fauna responding to the heavy dub beat, creating an undeniable, exceptionally sticky heat. Dancing wildly upon the tropical floor, opening up a leafy, magnificent green door. A jungle oasis hidden completely out of sight, celebrating nature throughout the entire night. Tropical floor, a greenhouse of pure perfection, a spectacular, biological deep connection. Let the artificial rain shower upon the crowd, play the organic instruments exceptionally loud. The glass walls protect us from the freezing outside, a magnificent sanctuary where we can safely hide. Humid air, breathe deeply, roots growing, glass stone, dancing wildly upon the tropical floor, opening up a leafy, magnificent green door. A jungle oasis hidden completely out of sight, celebrating suspended by a wire from the vaulted museum ceiling, controlling every single nervous emotion I am feeling, avoiding the invisible crisscrossing security lasers. A high-stakes operation executed for the appraisers.
The gemstone rests upon a pressure-sensitive scale. There is absolutely no acceptable margin to fail. Slipping the flawless jewel into my velvet pouch, landing entirely silently upon the leather couch. Waiting patiently inside the idling dark speedboat, wearing a black balaclava and a waterproof coat. The harbor water is perfectly still and pitch black, ready to execute the incredibly swift getaway track.
Watching the second-hand sweep across my heavy watch, preparing to push the throttle up another notch. She signals from the balcony with a single flashlight. We are pulling off the greatest robbery of the night. The tension is thick enough to easily cut with a knife, risking our freedom, gambling with the dangerous life. But the prize is glittering, reflecting the moonbeam, executing the most lucrative underground scheme. Waiting for the incredibly heavy diamond drop, a massive vibration that they simply cannot stop. The frequency shatters the bulletproof display, stealing the priceless historical artifact away. Diamond drop, a flawless cut and a perfect crime, synchronized beautifully to the reggae time.
Navigating the narrow canals, killing the engine hum, disappearing entirely before the police sirens come. Hiding the contraband underneath the wooden deck floor, we have successfully settled the ultimate final score.
Babylon investigators searching the empty premises, failing to capture the smartest, stealthiest nemesis. The jewel is safe within the deep underground roots, counting the value of our spectacular stolen loot. We're moving the tactical gear, slipping into an evening gown, the most mysterious, wealthy fugitive in the town. Holding the incredibly heavy stone up to my eye, admiring the facets that reflect the starry sky. We fence the treasure on the international black market, finding the perfect lucrative billionaire target. My heartbeat finally returns to a normal steady pace, leaving absolutely zero evidence inside the place. It's thick enough to easily cut with a knife, risking our freedom, gambling with the dangerous life. But the prize is glittering, reflecting the moonbeam, executing the most lucrative underground scheme. Waiting for the incredibly heavy diamond drop, a massive vibration that they simply cannot stop. The frequency shatters the bulletproof display, stealing the priceless historical artifact away. Diamond drop, a flawless cut in a perfect crime, synchronized beautifully to the reggae time.
The clarity of the gem matches the purity of the bass, a flawless performance executed with ultimate grace. We are the invisible thieves of the auditory night, disappearing rapidly into the blinding bright lights.
Cut the wire, grab the stone,
Get out!
flawless execution. Waiting for the incredibly heavy diamond drop, a massive vibration that they simply cannot stop. The frequency shatters the bulletproof display, stealing the priceless historical artifact away. Diamond drop, a flawless cut and a perfect crime, synchronized beautifully to the reggae time. Clean getaway,
No fingerprints.
the drop is complete, rich forever. atmosphere, our determination is staunch. Looking through the porthole at the shrinking globe below, heading toward the galaxies where glowing comets go. Zero gravity suspends my floating silver hair, breathing oxygen from tanks inside the vacuum air, igniting thrusters rapidly to leave the Milky Way, discovering a universe where alien life forms play.
Rastafari navigating through the asteroid belt, the hottest solar temperatures that I have ever felt, planting a flag of unity upon the lunar dust. In the cosmic architecture is the only thing we trust.
Cruising past the rings of Saturn in the silver fleet, bringing interstellar rhythm to the Martian street. Telescopes cannot predict the trajectory we take, leaving the magnificent celestial glowing way. Warp speed engage, pushing the throttle lever up, drinking liquid starlight from a shiny meteor cup. Constellations blur into a singular bright beam, living out a spectacular extraterrestrial dream. Igniting the space fire, burning up the cold, a planetary journey that is beautifully bold. Orbiting the supernovas, surfing on the flare, shooting past the nebulas with absolutely no care. Space fire, melting down the frozen satellites, a brilliant explosion in the endless dark night.
Black holes trying desperately to suck my vessel in, but the anti-gravity propulsion guarantees we win. Communicating telepathically across the vast unknown, establishing a colony upon a meteorite throne.
Quantum physics bending to the will of the base, a spiritual awakening within the outer space. Meteorites crashing down, but we expertly dodge, resting safely inside the intergalactic lodge. Plasma streams illuminating the dark matter void, dancing on the surface of a rogue stray asteroid. Wearing a spacesuit tailored with synthetic thread, a billion shining galaxies exploding in my head. We are astronauts of rhythm, pioneers of the sky, watching the magnificent constellations whizzing by. No borders or boundaries exist up in this dome, making the magnificent cosmos our permanent home. Warp speed engage, pushing the throttle lever up, drinking liquid starlight from a shiny meteor cup. Constellations blur into a singular bright beam, living out a spectacular extraterrestrial dream. Igniting the space fire, burning up the cold, a planetary journey that is beautifully bold. Orbiting the supernovas, surfing on the flare, shooting past the nebulas with absolutely no care. Space fire, melting down the frozen satellites, a brilliant explosion in the endless dark night. Telemetry readings indicate a massive sonic boom, echoing endlessly across the universe's room. We bypass Pluto, accelerating past the edge, fulfilling the astronomical visionary pledge. Houston, we have liftoff, approaching the sun, maximum velocity. Stardust falling, igniting the space fire, burning up the core, a planetary journey that is beautifully bold. Orbiting the supernovas, surfing on the flare, shooting past the nebulas with absolutely no care. Space fire, melting down the frozen satellite, a brilliant explosion in the endless dark night. Drifting away, infinite space, the final frontier, cosmic vibrations. frosted glass of my brownstone flat, wondering where the warmth of the summer went and sat. Snowflakes descending upon the incredibly quiet street, burying the memories beneath the terrifying white sheet. Tears freezing instantly upon my shivering cheek, feeling emotionally drained, vulnerable and weak. The radiator hisses, but it provides no actual heat, accepting the reality of this emotional defeat.
Walking underneath the massive rusted overpass, watching the heavy icicles forming on the glass. Collar turned up against the absolutely bitter chill, swallowing the tremendously difficult jagged pill, carrying the generational sorrow inside my heavy lungs, speaking the prayers in the forgotten ancient tongues. The metropolis is a frozen, unforgiving concrete beast, starving the poor people at the billionaires' feast.
The saxophone cries out into the desolate night, searching desperately for a tiny flicker of light. Echoes bouncing off the frozen brick facade, questioning the intentions of the universe and God. Listen to the tragic, beautiful Brooklyn wail, where the broken promises continually sadly fail. A melancholy symphony played on the frozen string, waiting patiently for the eventual return of spring. Brooklyn wail, a heavy, devastating urban sigh, reaching all the way up to the overcast sky.
Plowing through the snowdrifts, blocking the avenue, wondering how I will ever manage to get to you. My boots are soaking wet from the melting slush, surviving the frantic morning commuter rush. The bassline acts as a heavy, thick woolen coat, protecting the fragile vocal cords inside my throat. We huddle around the flaming trash barrel for warmth, enduring the brutality of this psychological storm.
Pigeon sheltering, shivering beneath the window ledge, standing dangerously close to the emotional edge. The street lamps flicker, casting a yellow, sickly glow, reflecting off the dirty, accumulated city snow. I sing a lullaby to the ghosts of my romantic past, knowing that this freezing temperature cannot last. The morning dove answers from the fire escape stairs, carrying the heavy burden of my unspoken care. The saxophone cries out into the desolate night, searching desperately for a tiny flicker of light. Echoes bouncing off the frozen brick facade, questioning the intentions of the universe and God. Listen to the tragic, beautiful Brooklyn wail, where the broken promises continually sadly fail. A melancholy symphony played on the frozen string, waiting patiently for the eventual return of spring. Brooklyn wail, a heavy, devastating urban sigh, reaching all the way up to the overcast sky. Let the tears fall down and melt the stubborn eyes. We have already paid the ultimate heavy price. The rhythm with all the completely frozen heart, giving us the strength to beautifully restart. So come, hold on, winter passes, keep breathing. Listen to the tragic, beautiful Brooklyn wail, where the broken promises continually sadly fail. A melancholy symphony played on the frozen string, waiting patiently for the eventual return of spring. Brooklyn wail, a heavy, devastating urban sigh, reaching all the way up to the overcast sky. Snow falling, city freezing, the wail continues, wait for the sun.
Oh,
amber sunlight reflecting off the zinc rooftops. The daily commotion finally peacefully stops.
Walking through the yard, smelling the cooking fire,
Watching the amber sun slowly, gracefully retire. Children playing marbles in the dusty red dirt, wearing a hand-me-down, beautifully colorful shirt. Evening breeze rides cool in the tropical heat, making the atmosphere incredibly, perfectly sweet.
sitting on the wooden porch, tuning up the strings, listening closely to the bird as it proudly sings. Elders sharing stories from a century ago, passers by moving gracefully,
Wonderfully slow.
a kerosene lantern illuminates the peeling paint. Every single neighbor acts like
A humble saint, history is etched into the cracks of the wall, answering the ancestral genealogical call. Twilight descends upon the legendary neighborhood, understanding the culture fundamentally understood. Shadows lengthening across the cobblestone street, creating a picturesque, exceptionally calm retreat. Basking in the warmth of the trench town glow,
where the rivers of memory continually flow.
golden hour painting a magnificent, vivid scene.
The most beautiful sunset that has ever been.
Trench town glow,
An aura of majestic
a
pride.
spectacular feeling you simply cannot hide.
Sharing a cup of porridge from the aluminum pot, appreciating deeply everything that we have got. Dogs sleeping lazily underneath the mango tree. This is the absolute definition of being truly free. Poverty might exist, but the spirit is extremely rich, stitching up the community without missing a stitch. Guitars harmonizing with the distant rolling tide, walking with my brethren, stepping side by side.
Fireflies appearing as the dust turns to black, carrying the heritage proudly upon my back, singing a lullaby to put the baby to sleep, making a solemn promise that I intend to keep. Hanging laundry, drying upon the thin wire line, everything around me feels incredibly divine. Simplicity is the greatest treasure we possess, living in a state of absolute pure blessedness. Twilight descends upon the legendary neighborhood, understanding the culture fundamentally understood. Shadows lengthening across the cobblestone street, created a picturesque, exceptionally calm retreat. Basking in the warmth of the trench town glow,
Where the rivers of memory continually flow.
golden hour painting a magnificent, vivid scene.
The most beautiful sunset that has ever been.
Trench town glow,
An aura of majestic pride, a
spectacular feeling you simply cannot hide.
stars multiply across the canopy above, blanketing the village with a spectacular love. The night is a canvas, the village is the art, illuminated by the fire of a unified heart. Golden twilight,
Peaceful yard,
rest your head.
beautiful evening, basking in the warmth of the tapestry, trading exotic papayas for a woven sturdy basket. If you need survival advice, you better simply ask it. Leopards prowling quietly beneath the fern leaves, spotting the dangerous predators right before they seize. My skin is painted with the mud from the riverbank, dancing naturally to the organic botanical scan.
Swinging the machete, carving a completely new trail, where the weak and the cowardly will constantly fail. Building a shelter out of the strong bamboo stalks, listening closely when the ancient wilderness talks. Tracking the footprints of the massive wild boar, understanding exactly what the Mother Earth has in store. Drinking the fresh rainwater trapped inside the leaf, finding a profound fundamental spiritual relief. The law of the wilderness is brutal and extremely raw, respecting the power of the heavy razor sharp claw, adapting entirely to the biological wild zone, living independently, completely on our own, mastering the aggressive, dangerous jungle hustle, relying entirely upon our instinct and our muscle, thriving beautifully inside the dense tropical brush, ignoring entirely the modern metropolitan rush. Jungle hustle, where the fittest will always survive, keeping the ancient ancestral traditions alive. Avoiding the quicksand, hidden perfectly in the mud, recognizing the venomous spiders by the shining blood. We forage for the edible roots and the sweetest berries, riding across the rapids without the need for ferries. The anaconda slid silently past the wooden camp, lighting the fire without a modern electrical lamp. We are part of the ecosystem, an essential vital gear, eradicating completely any trace of human fear.
Gathering the medicinal herb to cure the sudden fever, working diligently like a busy, dedicated beaver. Monsoon rains arrive, washing the entire forest clean, the most spectacularly vivid shades of emerald green. I weave a hammock from the strong, flexible vines, reading the natural meteorological incoming signs. We barter and trade in the clearing by the waterfall, answering the deepest, most primal biological call. The law of the wilderness is brutal and extremely raw, respecting the power of the heavy razor sharp claw, adapting entirely to the biological wild zone, living independently, completely on our own, mastering the aggressive, dangerous jungle hustle, relying entirely upon our instinct and our muscle, thriving beautifully inside the dense tropical brush, ignoring entirely the modern metropolitan rush. Jungle hustle, where the fittest will always survive, keeping the ancient ancestral traditions alive. The canopy completely blocks out the aggressive sun, but our daily arduous labor is never actually done. We are the kings and queens of the uncharted green, the fiercest, wildest survivors they have ever seen. Chop the wood, hunt the prey, stay alert, wild and free, mastering the aggressive, dangerous jungle hustle, relying entirely upon our instinct and our muscle, driving beautifully inside the dense tropical brush, ignoring entirely the modern metropolitan rush. Jungle hustle, where the fit out the private elevator onto the penthouse suite, wearing exclusive designer labels down to my feet. Panoramic windows displaying the glittering skyline, sipping on a vintage, incredibly expensive rare wine. But the superficial conversation started deeply bore. I am actively searching for something fundamentally more. Beneath the diamond necklace beats a hungry tribal drum, waiting for the authentic, heavy vibrations to come.
Walking past the velvet rope without an invitation, causing a massive controversial elite sensation. Dreadlocks neatly tied back, wearing a tailored suit, carrying the spiritual message, bearing the righteous fruit. The billionaires are staring, clutching their mahogany canes, but the regal blood of kings runs directly through my veins. Serving organic herbal tea inside the corporate boardroom, sweeping away the materialistic artificial gloom. Bridging the massive gap between the dirt and the sky, watching the private helicopters gracefully fly by. Money is an illusion, but the rhythm is entirely real, changing the fundamental way the upper echelons feel. Witness the arrival of the uptown Rasta, dining on the caviar, rejecting the fake pasta, bringing the foundational roots to the luxury elite, making the wealthy executives dance upon their feet. Uptown Rasta, infiltrating the highest top floor, opening up a completely unexpected wealthy door. Valet parking the imported, customized luxury car, but keeping my internal compass pointed to the star. Investing the heavy profits back into the neighborhood, using the massive financial leverage for the greater good. Stock markets are crashing, but my soul is secure, because the message I carry is mathematically pure. Chanting the ancient psalms inside the marble hall, watching the superficial arrogant empires fall.
Trading my stilettos for a comfortable, grounded stance, inviting the high society to a spiritual dance. The paparazzi flashing cameras at the charity gather, while I am secretly channeling the energy of the moolah. My bank account is heavy, but my spirit is extremely light, illuminating the incredibly dark, privileged night. We are rewriting the rules of the exclusive country club, injecting the atmosphere with the sophisticated dub. Bridging the massive gap between the dirt and the sky, watching the private helicopters gracefully fly by. Money is an illusion, but the rhythm is entirely real, changing the fundamental way the upper echelons feel. Witness the arrival of the uptown Rasta, dining on the caviar, rejecting the fake pasta, bringing the foundational roots to the luxury elite, making the wealthy executives dance upon their feet. Uptown Rasta, infiltrating the highest top floor, opening up a completely unexpected wealthy door.
Gold bars cannot purchase a ticket to the Zion Gate.
We are teaching the billionaires how to elevate.
The penthouse is vibrating from the massive subwoofer,
Turning the skeptical CEO into a dedicated groover.
first class.
Roots and culture,
Elevate your mind.
high society scan. Witness the arrival of the uptown Rasta, dining on the caviar, rejecting the fake pasta, bringing the foundational roots to the luxury elite,
Making the wealthy
executives dance upon their feet. Uptown Rasta, infiltrating the highest top floor, opening up a completely unexpected wealthy door.
penthouse view.
Stay grounded, true wealth.
Bless her.
Bless up. Stepping out the limousine, wrapped in pure couture. Flashing lights blinding me, of that I am quite sure. Diamonds resting heavy on my collarbone tonight. Silken dresses flowing, catching every single light. Posing for the magazine, smiling for the press. Living in a fantasy, a beautiful, chaotic mess.
Sitting by the riverbank, touching fertile soil. Appreciating simple things, far from the turmoil. Mango trees are blossoming, catching morning dew. Nature paints a masterpiece in shades of vibrant blue. Wearing cotton garments woven by my mother's hand. Feeling deeply connected to this ancient holy land. Fame and fortune glittering, earth and water deep. Promises we calculate, secrets that we keep. Opposites attracting in a fascinating way. Nighttime glitz surrenders to the brightness of the day. Showcasing the glamour roots, a complicated style. Blending high society with the incredibly wild. Red carpet stretching out across the forest floor. Asking Mother Nature what she truly has in store. Glamour roots, where the runway meets the dirt. Healing up the vanity, bending every hurt. Waterfalls cascading down the limestone mountain peaks, washing off the makeup from your highly painted cheeks. Drinking coconut water straight from the heavy shell, breaking free completely from the artificial spell. Walking barefoot proudly upon the grassy ground, listening intently to the planetary sound. Trading my stilettos for a comfortable retreat, leaving the metropolis, escaping summer heat. Paparazzi vanishing, leaving us entirely alone. Sitting on a wooden log, pretending it's a throne. Finding pure luxury in the whispering of leaves. Discovering the magic that my quiet heart receives. Fame and fortune glittering, earth and water deep. Promises we calculate, secrets that we keep. Opposites attracting in a fascinating way. Nighttime glitz surrenders to the brightness of the day. Showcasing the glamour roots, a complicated style. Blending high society with the incredibly wild. Red carpet stretching out across the forest floor. Asking Mother Nature what she truly has in store. Glamour roots, where the runway meets the dirt. Healing up the vanity, mending every hurt. Take the golden necklaces, throw them in the stream. Wake up from the superficial materialistic dream. Beauty isn't purchased at a fancy high-end store. It lives inside the spirit, right down in the core. Natural elegance, stripped down, raw and beautiful. Breathe in the air. Showcasing the glamour roots, a complicated style. Blending high society with the incredibly wild. Red carpet stretching out across the forest floor. Asking Mother Nature what she truly has in store. Glamour roots, where the runway meets the dirt. Healing up the vanity, mending every hurt. True beauty, grounded deep, leaves falling, resting peacefully. Diving deeply into the mysterious midnight bay, where the fluorescent magical algae loves to play.
leaving a beautiful trail of turquoise bright sparks, illuminating the terrifyingly deep ocean darks.
An underwater ballet executed with absolute grace, floating through this bioluminescent secret space.
Phosphorus activating upon my saltwater skin. A nocturnal aquatic fairy tale is about to begin.
Rowing the wooden canoe across the quiet lagoon, guided strictly by the reflection of the silver moon. The wooden paddle stirring up neon blue ripples, fascinating phenomena that the universe delivers.
Fishing nets capturing the biological pure light, witnessing the hidden wonders of the ocean night. Nocturnal sea creatures swimming around the boat, watching the spectacular glowing jellyfish float. Luminous water surrounding our submerged bodies, unlocking the deepest of the marine mysteries, painting the dark ocean with the biological neon dye, mirroring perfectly the starry expansive sky. Swimming safely in the magical island glow, where the glowing plankton put on a secret show. A fluorescent tide washing upon the sandy beach, putting the magnificent universe within our reach. Island glow and neon, underwater beautiful dreams, shining brightly within the dark ocean stream.
Coral reefs shining brightly in the pitch black, feeling the gentle ocean current upon my back. Submerged caves offering a highly secretive spot, appreciating the spectacular magic we have got.
Turtles gliding through the illuminated warm tide, with absolutely nothing terrifying left to hide. The ecosystem functioning in perfect harmony, an incredible phosphorescent visual symphony.
Salt water slowly drying up on my glowing shoulder, the visual spectacle becoming increasingly bolder, connecting deeply with the magnificent marine life, far away from the typical terrestrial daily strife.
Bubbles rising upward, catching the lunar beam, experiencing a waking, fantastically vivid dream. The bioluminescence is nature's beautiful jewelry, eradicating all the predictable human foolery. Luminous water surrounding our submerged bodies, unlocking the deepest of the marine mysteries, painting the dark ocean with the biological neon dye, mirroring perfectly the starry expansive sky. Swimming safely in the magical island glow, where the glowing plankton put on a secret show. Fluorescent tide washing upon the sandy beach, putting the magnificent universe within our reach. Island glow, a neon, underwater beautiful dream, shining brightly within the dark ocean stream.
Hold your breath and submerge into the fairy tale.
Follow the illuminated path of the glowing whale.
The darkest depths contain the most brilliant light.
A miraculous discovery hidden in the plain night.
Glowing blue,
Swim deeper,
neon ocean,
magic water. Swimming safely in the magical island glow, where the glowing plankton put on a secret show. A fluorescent tide washing upon the sandy beach, putting a magnificent universe within our reach. Island glow into the massive glass botanical dome, leaving the cold, unforgiving city to find a new home. Condensation dripping from the gigantic fern leaves, a spectacular environment that my spirit receives. Orchids blooming brilliantly in the artificial moonlight, creating an absolutely stunning, colorful sight. Taking off my sandals to feel the damp, rich soil, escaping entirely from the metropolitan turmoil.
The humidity is rising inside this giant terrarium, a beautifully preserved botanical aquarium. We cultivate the rhythm underneath the glass ceiling, experiencing a completely natural euphoric feeling. The bass frequency makes the massive palm trees shake, a magnificent vibration that we successfully make. Roots digging deeply into the cultivated dark dirt, healing every single accumulated psychological hurt. The temperature is perfectly regulated in this space, a highly secretive, beautifully overgrown place. Flora and fauna responding to the heavy dub beats, creating an undeniable, exceptionally sticky heat. Dancing wildly upon the tropical floor, opening up a leafy, magnificent green door. Oh, 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 yeah. A jungle oasis hidden completely out of sight, celebrating nature throughout the entire night. Tropical floor, a greenhouse of pure perfection, a spectacular biological deep connection. Vines wrapping securely around the steel structural beams, fulfilling the most ambitious agricultural dreams. The subwoofer is disguised as a hollowed out log, pumping the music through the thick artificial fog. We are the gardeners of the auditory, every sound planting the musical seeds deeply into the ground. The canopy catches the echoes bouncing from below, watching the bioluminescent mushrooms softly glow.
Petals opening up to receive the acoustic vibration, a beautifully localized environmental salvation. My dress sweeps across the mossy emerald green, the most magnificent garden I have ever seen. Oxygen levels are incredibly, exceptionally high. Looking through the glass at the distant starry sky, we are dancing in a perfectly sealed ecosystem, extracting the beauty from the complex plant stem. The temperature is perfectly regulated in this space, a highly secretive, beautifully overgrown place. Flora and fauna responding to the heavy dub beat, creating an undeniable, exceptionally sticky heat. Dancing wildly upon the tropical floor, opening up a leafy, magnificent green door. Oh, 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 oh. A jungle oasis hidden completely out of sight, celebrating nature throughout the entire night. Tropical floor, a greenhouse of pure perfection, a spectacular biological deep connection.
Let the artificial rain shower upon the crowd,
Play the organic instruments exceptionally
the
loud.
glass walls protect us from the freezing outside.
A magnificent sanctuary where we can safely hide. Humid air,
Breathe deeply,
roots growing,
glass dome.
dancing wildly upon the tropical floor, opening up a leafy, magnificent green door. A jungle oasis hidden completely out of sight, celebrating nature throughout the entire night. Tropical floor, a greenhouse of pure perfection, a spectacular biological deep connection. Watering the plants,
Greenhouse sleeps,
tropical vibes.
so lush.
from the tweeter, shattering the glass of the musical thermometer, sunbathing luxuriously inside the audio waves. This is the thermal energy that my body craves.
Sweating profusely inside the sonic, humid sauna,
Absorbing the frequencies like the tropical flora. My skin is radiating a dangerous spicy energy, igniting a magnificent acoustic emergency.
Geothermal eruptions happening under the floor, volcanic magma flowing directly through the door, tectonic friction generating a massive warmth, creating a terrifyingly hot storm. Celsius is rising rapidly, Fahrenheit is peaking. The amplifier coils are literally loudly freaking. Coals burning brightly inside the speaker cabinet, the hottest climate on the entire audio planet.
Boiling the liquid instantly with a single note, melting the ice completely, watching the glaciers float. Thermodynamics taking over the entire room, incinerating the freezing winter, erasing the gloom. Experiencing the extreme scorching bass heat, burning the pavement underneath our dancing feet. A tropical temperature causing a massive sweat, the most explosive audio climate you ever met. Bass heat, radiating a dangerous infrared glow, melting the frost and evaporating the snow.
Fanning the heavy invisible musical flame,
Destroying the competitors in this silly game,
roasting the rhythm to absolute pure perfection, a blazing undeniable
fiery sound selection.
stepping carefully on the scorching red coals, injecting the fire directly into our deep souls. The radiator is broken, the thermostat is cracked,
The winter atmosphere has been completely hacked. Sunburn developing from the glowing synthesizer. The DJ acts as the ultimate thermal advisor, baking entirely underneath the heavy drum beat, unable to escape the incredibly intense heat. Lava dripping slowly from the heavy microphone, entering a totally blistering dangerous zone. My silhouette is shimmering in the heat mirage, surviving this magnificent scorching barrage. Boiling the liquid instantly with a single note, melting the ice completely, watching the glaciers float. Thermodynamics taking over the entire room, incinerating the freezing winter, erasing the gloom. Experiencing the extreme scorching bass heat, burning the pavement underneath our dancing feet. A tropical temperature causing a massive sweat, the most explosive audio climate you ever met. Bass heat, radiating a dangerous infrared glow, melting the frost and evaporating the snow.
evaporate the negativity, burn away the stress.
In this auditory oven we find our
The
success.
subwoofers act like a gigantic
Solar flare,
singing all the oxygen directly out of the air.
too hot, melting down.
Feel the burn.
Fahrenheit peaking. Experiencing the extreme scorching bass heat, burning the pavement underneath our dancing feet. A tropical temperature causing a massive sweat, the most explosive audio climate you ever met. Bass heat, radiating a dangerous infrared glow, melting the frost and evaporating the snow. Cooling down,
Ice melting,
thermal overload,
fire out.
fire out. Yeah. cards upon the subway grate, predicting the incredibly unpredictable fate. The high priestess illustrated in the neon dye, translating the omens painted in the smoggy sky. Reading tea leaves at the bottom of the paper cup, warning the pedestrians to never ever give up. Incense smoke mingling with the carbon monoxide, revealing the secrets that the politicians hide.
Decoding the graffiti straight up on a brick wall, hearing the prophetic, supernatural loud call. Pigeons acting as familiars in the concrete maze, guiding me safely through the metropolitan haze. Throwing the cowrie shells onto the asphalt street, prophesying victory while predicting their defeat. I am the shaman operating in the digital age, writing a new chapter on a holographic page. Sorcery vibrating through the optical fiber lines, interpreting the cryptic astrological signs. Magic is entirely alive within the city grid, lifting up the heavy conspiratorial lid. Consult the urban mystic, the oracle of the block, unlocking the future without a key or a lock. Seeing the invisible dimensions overlapping here, making the complicated mysteries absolutely clear. Urban mystic, a visionary in a hooded cloak. Oh, summoning the spirits through the thick industrial smoke. Yeah. Sirens acting as a terrifying loud chant, watering the solitary mutated city plan. Meditating deeply inside the abandoned train car, projecting my consciousness spectacularly far. Cybernetic talismans glowing in the pitch dark, finding the spiritual center in the crowded park. The matrix is an illusion, the frequency is real, spinning the gigantic karmic astrological wheel. Crystal pendulum swinging over the map of the town, sensing where the corrupt structures are breaking down. Brewing a potion out of the collected raindrops, selling my remedies inside the corner bodega shops. Or reading the strangers passing on the avenue, identifying the liars and separating the true. Whispering incantations into the cellular phone, entering the supernatural clairvoyant zone. Sorcery vibrating through the optical fiber lines, interpreting the cryptic astrological signs. Magic is entirely alive within the city grid, lifting up the heavy conspiratorial lid. Consult the urban mystic, the oracle of the block, unlocking the future without a key or a lock. Seeing the invisible dimensions overlapping here, making the complicated mysteries absolutely clear. Urban mystic, a visionary in a hooded cloak, summoning the spirits through the thick industrial smoke. The third eye is wide open, scanning the metropolis, staring directly into the bottomless apocalypse. Frequencies are shifting, the paradigm will fall. The mystic saw it coming before it happened to all. Beyond the concrete, the cards never lie. Awaken the spirit, consult the urban mystic, the oracle of the block, unlocking the future without a key or a lock. Seeing the invisible dimensions overlapping here, making the complicated mysteries absolutely clear. Urban mystic, a visionary in a hooded cloak, summoning the spirits through the thick industrial smoke. The vision fades, pack the car, city sleeps, magic remains.
magnificent, cool and shade. Parrots flying overhead in a spectacular parade. Orchids blooming vividly upon the ancient vines, where the sparkling holy river beautifully intertwines.
Walking softly across the mossy emerald floor,
leaving the Babylon destruction outside the door. Inhaling the fragrance of the blooming hibiscus, forgiving the enemies who once deeply dismissed us.
Lion resting peacefully beside the gentle lamb, breaking the heavy chains of the deceptive wicked scam. Reading the ancient scriptures beneath the cedar tree, embracing the righteous truth that sets the spirit free.
Meditating deeply on the mountain elevation, receiving a profound, spectacular revelation. Planting the tiny seeds into the fertile home, finally returning to our designated spiritual home. Floating upward toward the magnificent pinnacle, ignoring completely the voices of the cynical. Releasing the toxic venom from the infected mind, leaving the sorrow and the bitter weeping behind. Flowing perfectly with the Zion groove, watching the majestic holy mountains move. A sanctuary filled with everlasting pure light, banishing forever the shadows of the night. Zion groove, a utopian, beautiful reality, achieving a state of total, absolute neutrality.
Harvesting the yams and the sweetest sugar cake, washing our faces in the purifying gentle rain. Drinking with pristine water from the natural spring, appreciating the nourishment that the seasons bring. Eradicating greed, abandoning the endless rush, finding total serenity within the jungle brush. The soil is rich, the atmosphere is perfectly clean, the most breathtaking paradise I have ever seen.
Braiding my long hair beside the rushing waterfall, answering the majestic, undeniable high call. Humming a melody inherited from the queen, painting a portrait entirely wonderfully serene. Tasting the golden honey from the buzzing bees, surrendering completely to the rustling breeze. Laying back upon the soft grassy terrain, removing entirely every single lingering pain. Floating upward toward the magnificent pinnacle, ignoring completely the voices of the cynical. Releasing the toxic venom from the infected mind, leaving the sorrow and the bitter weeping behind. Flowing perfectly with the Zion groove, watching the majestic holy mountains move. A sanctuary filled with everlasting pure light, banishing forever the shadows of the night. Zion groove, a utopian, beautiful reality, achieving a state of total, absolute neutrality.
The promised land is no longer
A distant illusion,
we have escaped the massive
worldly confusion.
stepping into the kingdom of eternal grace,
Occupying this exceptionally holy, sacred space. Pure peace, holy waters,
breathing.
Zion awaits. Flowing perfectly with the Zion groove, watching the majestic, holy mountains move. A sanctuary filled with everlasting pure light, banishing forever the shadows of the night. Zion grew, a utopian, beautiful reality, achieving a state of total, absolute neutrality. Resting here, forever calm, jungle paradise, beautiful Zion. for your presence to dispel the quiet gloom. Every single memory bounces off the painted wall, listening intently for your distant loving call.
Distance is a canyon separating you and me, longing for your touch,
wishing you were here to see.
Standing on the precipice, looking at the stars, wondering if the universe can heal these lonely scars. Shouting my affection into the massive dark abyss, dreaming of the sweetness of your tender, gentle kiss.
Frequencies are traveling across the mountain range. Love remains the constant, though the seasons always change. Sound waves rippling across the great divide, emotions swelling up a massive pulling tide. What I give to you comes reflecting back to me, a boomerang of sentiment flying wildly free. Caught inside the echo passion, repeating endlessly, a holographic projection of what we used to be. Reverberating promises that linger in the space, visualizing perfectly the contours of your face. Echo passion, a cycle that will never fade, resting in the comfort of the promises we made.
Canyons holding on to the syllables I spoke, like a smoldering ember transition into smoke. Valleys carrying the heavy weight of my desire, blowing on the coals to ignite the romantic fire.
Time becomes irrelevant, seconds stretch to hours, nurturing this feeling like a garden full of flowers. Catching the vibrations that you send across the miles, translating the silence into solitary smiles. The microphone is capturing the beating of my heart, even when geography keeps us far apart. Synthesizing feelings, filtering the immense pain, waiting for the sunshine to evaporate the rain. Sound waves rippling across the great divide, emotions swelling up a massive pulling tide. What I give to you comes reflecting back to me, a boomerang of sentiment flying wildly free. Caught inside the echo passion, repeating endlessly, a holographic projection of what we used to be. Reverberating promises that linger in the space, visualizing perfectly the contours of your face. Echo passion, a cycle that will never fade, resting in the comfort of the promises we made. Hello, are you there? The delay multiplies the depth of my despair, but the harmony returns, reassuring and so sweet, making this connection fundamentally complete. Bouncing back, everlasting, through the void, I hear you. Caught inside the echo passion, repeating endlessly, a holographic projection of what we used to be. Reverberating promises that linger in the space, visualizing perfectly the contours of your face. Echo passion, a cycle that will never fade, resting in the comfort of the promises we made. Returning to me, always reflecting, passion echoing forever. standing directly in front of the massive wooden box, feeling the vibration rattling my heavy silver locks. The cone pushes the air with a terrifying invisible force, taking my physical body on a completely wild course. It is not just auditory, it is a magnificent tactile thing, feeling every single note that the heavy instruments sing. My ribcage acts as an entirely resonant hollow cave, catching the crest of this magnificent acoustic wave.
I am the dedicated carpenter, shaping the heavy pine, calculating the dimensions with the mathematical design, wiring the heavy magnets in the copper internal coil, rewarding the dedication of my tremendously hard toys.
Sealing the cabinet to prevent the precious air from leaking, listening closely when the giant mechanical beast is speaking, routing the audio signal to the crossover machine, the most powerful amplifier that you have ever seen, dropping the frequency completely below the human range, initiating a cellular microscopic spectacular change, massaging the internal organs with the deepest heavy tone, penetrating directly into the center of the bone, healing the damage with the subwoofer soul, making the fractured broken spirit completely whole. A physical therapy delivered through the amplifier stack, pushing the negativity and the depression forcefully back. Subwoofer soul, a monumental deep oscillation, providing an overwhelming, wonderful physical sensation.
The needle tracks the heavy groove on the vinyl plate, opening up the massive acoustic invisible gate. I turn the low and equalizer dial completely to the right, summoning the earthquake in the middle of the night.
Dust falling from the rafters of the underground club, powered entirely by the relentless driving dub. We are the technicians of the ultimate low frequency, providing an antidote to the modern emergency. The bassline is a blanket wrapping me completely tight, eradicating the terrors of the deeply anxious night. I close my eyes and surrender to the pulling undertow, letting the magnificent low frequency current beautifully flow. My heartbeat synchronizes with the heavy thumping kick, curing me instantly whenever I am feeling sick. A sonic baptism washing over my entirely willing frame, ensuring that I will absolutely never be the same. Dropping the frequency completely below the human range, initiating a cellular microscopic spectacular change, massaging the internal organs with the deepest heavy tone, penetrating directly into the center of the bone, healing the damage with the subwoofer soul, making the fractured broken spirit completely whole. A physical therapy delivered through the amplifier stack, pushing the negativity and the depression forcefully back. Subwoofer soul, a monumental deep oscillation, providing overwhelming, wonderful physical sensation. You cannot simply hear it, you have to physically feel it. If your heart is broken, this heavy resonance will seal it. The woofer diaphragm breathes precisely like a lung, speaking the ancient, beautifully unspoken tongue. Breathe in, feel the shade, deepest bass. Let it move you, healing the damage with a subwoofer soul, making the fractured broken spirit completely whole. Physical therapy delivered through the amplifier stack, pushing the negativity and the depression forcefully back. Subwoofer soul, a monumental deep oscillation, providing an overwhelming, wonderful physical sensation. Vibration stops, ears ringing, body relaxed, pure soul. Oh, crowded corner of the busy intersection, listening to the man providing spiritual direction. He doesn't wear a robe, just a faded, oversized coat, delivering a magnificent warning directly from his throat. Pedestrians are rushing blindly, staring at their phones, ignoring the truth buried inside his heavy baritone tones. I stop and listen to the parables of the modern age, flipping through his heavily annotated metaphorical page.
Stepping up onto the overturned plastic milk crate, warning the citizens about their impending tragic fate. The subway grate is my altar, the sidewalk is my church, conducting a necessary, deeply philosophical search, translating the graffiti sprayed upon the brick wall, answering the incredibly heavy divine ancestral call. Sirens try to drown me out with their terrifying scream, but I am waking the people from their capitalistic dream.
No stained glass windows, no collection plates of past, just the unfiltered reality reflecting in the dirty glass, deciphering the omens hidden in the metropolitan noise, amplifying the volume of the marginalized, forgotten voice. Oh, you listen closely to the warnings of the concrete prophet. Once the revelation starts, they cannot ever stop it, preaching the absolute truth to the unyielding pavement, escaping from the psychological corporate enslavement. Concrete prophet, a visionary in the absolute dirt, healing the deep, generational, unacknowledged hurt.
The neon signs are flashing their deceptive false idols, but I am consulting the ancient, universally true titles. I point my weathered finger at the tower and skyscrapers, exposing the corruption hidden in their official papers. The rain starts to fall, washing the grime from my face, but I refuse to abandon this highly contested holy space. My congregation consists of the homeless and the strays, guiding them safely through the terrifying dark days.
I pull out my notebook and write down every single word, the most profound poetry that the city has ever heard. He speaks in riddles that unlock the heavy iron doors, revealing the casualties of their invisible silent wars. The police officers tell him to immediately move along, but he responds with a deeply beautiful defiant song. A disciple of the asphalt, a student of the intersection, finding an incredibly pure, highly spiritual connection. No stained glass windows, no collection plate to pass, just the unfiltered reality reflecting in the dirty glass, deciphering the omens hidden in the metropolitan noise, amplifying the volume of the marginalized, forgotten voice. Listen closely to the warnings of the concrete prophet. Once the revelation starts, they cannot ever stop it, preaching the absolute truth to the unyielding pavement, escaping from the psychological corporate enslavement. Concrete prophet, a visionary in the absolute dirt, healing the deep, generational, unacknowledged hurt. The writing is clearly on the wall if you simply look. He memorized the passages of the universally banned book, a lonely voice crying out in the metallic wilderness, replacing the hostility with a beautiful tenderness. Hear the truth. Open your eyes, Babylon is falling. Wake up! above my head. Walking through a metropolis painted infrared. Holographic advertisements promising a fake joy. Selling plastic fantasies disguised as a shiny toy. I wear my reflective visor to block the glare. Breathing in the synthetic, heavily filtered air. Living inside a simulation, running on a grid. Trying to remember the innocent things I did.
Microchips implanted deeply inside the human brain, trading natural spirituality for digital code rain. The system operates in an algorithmic code, sending heavy data down a fiber optic road.
Profits are censored by the mainframe firewall, waiting for the artificial empire to finally fall. We are batteries powering a greedy, vicious beast, starving our spirits at this technological feast. Unplug the cables from the back of the spine, rejecting the poisonous manufactured wine. The matrix is glitching, the screen is going black. We are launching a massive acoustic counterattack. Welcome to the terrifying neon Babylon, where the illusion is constantly brightly left on. A cybernetic prison with invisible laser bars, blocking our view of the natural ancient stars. Neon Babylon, a beautiful but deadly trap, erasing our coordinates entirely from the map.
Virtual reality goggles blinding the youth, preventing them from witnessing the absolute truth. Cyber police patrolling the informational web, watching the organic tide slowly, sadly ebb. But the acoustic guitar possesses a virus strain, designed to penetrate the mechanical domain, uploading a frequency of pure, undeniable love, hacking the satellites positioned up above.
Swiping my identity card at the security gate, escaping